Yeah, that's me.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, that's me. 1 second. No. I just want to make sure that I'm hearing everything on the stream.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, that's me. 1 second. No. I just want to make sure that I'm hearing. Yeah, like I have it open. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Here, there we go. It's working now. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good now. Sorry to interrupt you there. Continue. I heard. Oh yeah. Oh, do you have your mic on mute? Apologies, dear viewers. Having some technical
Technical difficulties,
difficulty.
folks.
We'll get a hang of this one day. One of these days.
There we go. Okay. All right, we're good. We're like I'm in a good today. Okay. Let me try that from the top. Thank God that the mess up was not caught. Hello, everybody. This is Michael Cook, the creator of Chucky Chicken and the voice of Chucky, welcoming you to Cluckin Crew livestream number 6, where we take you behind the scenes and talk about all the fun stuff behind the scenes with Chucky Chicken. With me is my second in command, the director, writer, storyboard artist, and animator, Alliyas Lavigne.
Hello.
We also have with us today our lead cleanup artist, as well as just one of the sweetest guys ever, the one and only Malcolm Thomas.
You big old sweet talker, you.
You know it, baby. And we have two very special guests, the creator of Midmortis, Meng.
Aw,
And we have the wonderful Seaborg.
hi there. Hello.
I don't remember what show you created. I'm so sorry.
I work on Midmortis with Meg. I've
Okay.
got a couple of my own personal projects, but yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so they're massive Chucky Chicken fans, and we love them, and we love their work. So we wanted to have
You?
Aw, you're so sweet. But yeah, we wanted to have you on and just kind of talk about stuff. We had stuff that we were going to talk about, but some super big news dropped today. And I think it's super important that we talk about it. As of 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Hollywood Union SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild, has basically decided to go on strike with the writers. The writers, of course, have been on strike for the past couple of months, and due to breaking negotiations, Fran Drescher, the president of the Guild, has officially announced that the union has voted to go on strike. It is extraordinarily significant. As of midnight tonight, all of any actor that is a part of SAG-AFTRA will be officially on strike, which means that there will be no shows in production whatsoever that require, union actors. There are no auditions. There are there's nothing. Everything is shut down as long as this strike is happening. It's significant because this is the first time since 1980 that the SAG-AFTRA's Guild has gone on strike, and it is the first time since 1960 that the writers and the art actors have been on strike together. So it's a pretty significant deal. I mean, there's a lot on the line. They're talking about, obviously, better wages for artists, residuals in terms of streaming services, the constant battle of use of virtual likenesses with AI, and all of those protections and everything. So it is a very big deal. It is kind of life changing in a massive way. So I wanted to get all of you guys, as well as anyone else who just happens to pop in, Well, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Now, for those of you who are interested, Chucky Chicken is independently produced. We have no SAG members on our team, thank God. But we've been debating for a number of years whether or not we should be a part of SAG-AFTRA, or whether, we should unionize or we should do this. But I'm kind of curious with you guys. I mean, we're not even anywhere near close to thinking about those discussions, if I'm being honest. And I like the independent route just a smidge better. That's my thoughts on it. But I'm very curious for you guys that are part of the panel here. We'll start with my good old buddy Alliyas. What are your thoughts? And I know that Malcolm, you are in Hollywood as well. Well, I'd love to hear you're in California, so you're pretty close to the strike, I suppose. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let's start with Alliyas, since you're all the way in the back there. What are your thoughts on the strike and the implications? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I have to assume that the actors joining the strike will give the writers a lot more leeway to getting what they want from these executives.
Mm-hmm.
Because before, the executives just flat out said that they were going to draw out the strike until writers were losing their homes.
Right.
And their like basically becoming homeless.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
Actors who have a lot more leverage because a lot of actors, they are desirable and people want to put them in things.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll be a big help for the writers, and I think what'll be interesting to see as a Canadian is how that will affect things up here, because in Vancouver, also known as Hollywood North, we do a lot of filming up here, and I'm curious to see how that will kind of affect things up here.
Right. Does Canada have its own union in terms of actors and writers and everything separate from what's going on here in the United States? Because I know that I'm pretty sure they do, because when they did Sonic Prime, that was created, I believe, by Wild Brain, if I'm not mistaken, the animation company. Yeah. So that being a Canadian company, they were only allowed to use Canadian actors and actresses, which is why the entire cast of Sonic had to be recast for the Canadian market.
That's also the reason why. That's the same thing that happened to the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, is that it was all mocapped in Montreal. All of the actors, I believe, were Canadian.
Oh, wow.
However, it can depend on the circumstances. If it is a film being made in Canada by a Canadian company, then I do believe that we have our own independent union sort of thing. However, what's more common is that things being made in America will travel to Canada in order to film there.
Right.
Especially for forest scenes, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
I think
forests and mountains and
Toronto is the cheaper New York.
Yeah.
They filmed Suicide Squad in Toronto.
I did not know that.
They did. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
They filmed the show. What's it called? It had
Murdoch Mysteries.
No swearing. No, wait, what?
Murdoch Mysteries was filmed here. So was Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah.
That was actually Schitt's Creek was actually filmed where I grew up.
Really?
Like down the street.
No, I'm talking about this other. It's kind of like X-Files, but different, and it had Leonard Nimoy in it a little bit.
Oh God, I don't know.
Oh,
Cringe, I think it's called.
It's making me cringe thinking about it. So.
Oh, and I believe either the Silent Hill or Resident Evil movies were filmed where I live.
Oh.
Right, I believe so.
Right. Anyway, so that'll be interesting for sure. Malcolm, you're in the Hollywood area. What's it like right now?
Well, I know there are a lot of people in the picket line, so and I'm probably going to be joining them sometime this weekend.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I will be down there. I will be in Chicago on the picket lines as well. So.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people post pictures of writers and the animation guild
mhm.
and probably if we're lucky the some of the SAG after folks after that.
Well,
We're gonna be doing a
yeah, and I think it's important that, like, for example, one of our good buddies, Malcolm Ray from Channel Awesome, is a part of SAG. So, I think it's important to support those because that's their livelihood, right? And eventually the goal is, if we want to see any sort of, massive leeway with our little production, I think it would be important for us to be a part of something, either it be CODA or it be SAG or what have we. Hell, maybe there'd be a whole new animation union, like voice actors guild by the time we're done with everything. Who knows? But my heart goes out to the folks that are on the picket lines. I know it's a very, very rotten place to be. It is not fun being on a picket line, and but my hopes and prayers go out to them. I mean, I guess what would your guys's let's see, okay, AFK for a moment. BRB. Okay. What was I saying? I just lost my train of thought.
we're asking about we're asking about how we feel about the strike, and
Yes.
I'm guessing what we would do to make things a bit different.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. How do you think that this will affect? Because obviously there's a lot of demands that they're making. The writers are asking for, a certain amount of people in the writers' room at all time, making sure that there's guaranteed work, that there's payment even if they're not working. There's just a lot of things that have been going on. Adam Conover he's done a really good video about it, and I'll do my best to put a link in the description. I know I say that every time and never do, but for this I will do my best. Yes, I will make sure to put any information on SAG and the strike and all that stuff, as well as some articles that we read. Yes.
We should make our guys bigger since we're just on a blank background.
I should. You're right. Hold on. Let me do that.
We're just all chilling in the corner.
Yeah.
Blue screen show, my favorite.
Yeah, dude. It's like that one Fairly Odd Parents bit. Where's the ride? This is the ride.
This is the ride.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. Oh gosh, we're still learning this, folks. Bear with us. And as more people come in, we'll be shrunk, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah, I think they should just get cut off.
No. As long as it's
certain people, that's okay with, but that's all I'm going to say about it. But
my cutthroat today.
I am very cutthroat. Like, I'm very serious. Like, seriously, like, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I know I'm not part of SAG, and I know that I have no business, getting my feathers all ruffled up, no pun intended, nor any role play intended. But I'm just, it kind of irks me, especially since, a couple days ago, on a completely different side tangent, but kind of related, Bob Iger, the CEO of the Walt Disney Company, extended his contract until 2026. Yeah, so he's going to be in charge. Although he did openly admit that there was a surplus of Star Wars and Marvel, and that they're pulling back, which, I'm okay with. And that and they are also going to try their best to fix their animation department. I'm praying, I'm hoping, they need, they said he said in the interview, the Walt Disney Company's been around for over 100 years, and there's always peaks and valleys, and I'm not saying we're in a peak, and I'm not saying we're in a valley, but we definitely can, pivot, and we need to make some changes. Like a very corporate answer. I will say one more thing about that little interview. the interviewer, it was on CBS. They kind of grilled him about John Lasseter, and they said like,
Damn.
it's like, is it fair to say that because Lasseter's gone that the films have been crap? Nah, I'm paraphrasing, and of course, Iger goes. There's been lots of turnover at the Pixar. I was like, oh, you coward! But he did admit that it is affecting the movies and it is affecting the morale of people.
Sorry, Sabi saying just said something that made me laugh.
What did he say?
But the Voice Actors Guild wouldn't have the best acronym.
No, I know.
Oh my god!
I know.
Oh man.
Stand up for that. God.
Oh yes, sir.
I don't know. Anyway. Oh God. I'm sorry, folks. I try and keep this a clean show, but sometimes I just can't help myself. So Meng, you're a Canadian, I believe.
That's so true.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the strike?
I know very little about it. I'm not even gonna lie. I live in a little bubble. But from what I've seen, I mean, I think it's very good that writers get treated fairly, obviously.
Right.
What a controversial opinion. I think writers should be treated nicely.
Controversial opinion. I think people should be paid enough to live.
Right.
We should be nice.
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
I don't mean to tip any boats over, but fair pay? Maybe,
Yeah, right.
you know.
Speak. No, listen to me. He's crazy.
Let him sit.
But, I mean, it should probably be relevant to me, assuming, like, writing is definitely something that if somebody's like, hey, you want to be a writer on this show, I would not say no.
Right. Yeah, and that was another part of it too. Like they did a Adam Conover again. I'm a big fan of his. You know, Adam Ruins Everything. He has his own YouTube channel. He basically stated that when you're like a entry level writer, your job as a writer, when you write the script, you're supposed to be on the set helping, you know, with the episode, right? Just to make sure that everything is being interpreted the right way. And by doing so, a lot of those writers who are on set watching, you know, the directors and everything else happen, and the showrunners, you know, they became showrunners. It was their base of training. Well, now they're not even allowed back on the stage. They're like, okay, thank you for the writing. Goodbye. You know, gotta go. Gonna pop over to McAllister's Deli. Oh, McAllister's is very good. Okay, Sabi Thang, you go get your salad on or your baked potato, whatever you're into. But I do like McAllister's. That's actually a not too bad place. But anyway,
Oh, you funny Americans in your made-up stores.
yeah. You know,
You don't even have no name brand.
listen.
Yeah, come on.
What you mean, no name?
I almost bought a Noname tumbler mug because it was so silly.
That's funny. But
Sorry,
sure.
guys. I had to take a call from my dad. What did I miss?
Oh no, we're just still talking about like
The Writers
whole-
Guild strike, if you believe it.
I know. It's like it's a theme of the show or something.
Christ.
Uh,
Yeah, no.
but no, we were just talking about like how writers learned how to become showrunners from the process that Hollywood has always had for years and years. You write the show, you go on the set to make sure it's interpreted correctly, you get to watch the director, you get to watch the process, you're there on the set. And in recent years, I mean, obviously COVID was like a huge like part of that, but you know, unfortunately, I think COVID was the perfect example, the perfect excuse for everything that has happened, you know, in the entertainment industry. And I'm not talking about just Hollywood. I'm talking like the Disney parks. I'm talking, you know, television. I'm talking streaming services. I'm talking everything. COVID is just like that little, like, oh, well, it's COVID, you know, we can't do, yeah. It's the perfect scapegoat, exactly. I'm going to buy a goat and name him COVID. So now they're not getting that opportunity to learn. And they're not going on the set. They're just being forced to, like, it used to, if I'm not, I don't want to get it wrong, but watch the video. It's really, the amount of time that it took to write a season for a show has been dramatically reduced. And then you're lucky if you get residuals. I mean, I don't think they get residuals, actually. Writers don't get residuals. They don't get really anything.
No, I think that's one of the things they're fighting for right now.
Right.
Exactly.
So, but I brought up Mr. Iger because I believe, what was the thing that you said? He basically has said that what the writers are asking for is a bit ridiculous. And it's a bit, disturbing, I think, was the adjective that he used.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
As well as
I think
ending.
the word he used. Yeah, I think the word he used was unrealistic.
That too.
I just
The
want to add.
people who write your show
Right.
wanting residuals for the scripts that they write that are gonna be on streaming in perpetuity for
It's
however
preposterous.
long.
Right.
That's preposterous.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the other thing too, because like let's say that you have like I don't okay.
Skeleton,
Hear me
so
out.
writers. Hello, I would like to live.
Let's say that you have like $100,000 for a budget for a season of a show, right? We're lowballing, right? How much of that is broken down to the actors? How much is that is broken down to the director? How much is that is broken down to all the different people on set? And then the writers and everybody else, right? What's the allocation? Does that mean that the people at the top, like the directors and the actors, are going to have to take a pay cut in their residuals because the writers are not, because now the writers are getting a paycheck as well? What's the residual breakdown going to look like? Like, how much percentage is the writers going to get?
Well, I think to that point, the pay that directors and producers are getting is majorly inflated because of the obvious cuts that they're putting towards the writers. And don't get nervous, we don't have money.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with all you folks, so we're all starving together. But no, it's so true, and like these are things that as like a producer, these are things that I constantly think about. I mean, in a way, this is a lesson for all of us, who are up and coming in the industry,
Yeah. And I think something that kind of puts us in a different position is that we have a lot of people doing a lot of different roles.
Right.
Like you said, introducing me, I kind of do everything,
Right.
I like
And-
that about indie animation, though. Like, way to dip your
Yeah.
toes and everything. I'm in love with it.
Right, it's really a homegrown, and people who dip their toes in everything, like, you love the project that much more. Like, if you know that you wrote a scene and you're super proud of it, and then you get to go and see how that, right, yeah, animate that scene and you see it from beginning to end. I've had so many people who have been a part of this project who have reached out to me and have been like, I normally just do one thing and then I don't see it until it comes out, right? This has been one of the experiences, one of the only experiences where they get to see everything. They get to see the backgrounds. They get to be a part of their voice recording session. They get to see the script being written. They get to,
Hell yeah.
hear the
they get to
music.
contribute to that kind of thing too, even
Right.
if they're not necessarily involved. Like, we really encourage our voice actors to pitch in as far as character dialogue and their personalities and how that would affect the story,
Right.
and that sort of thing. Like, we think that's really important
Yeah.
to make the story a lot more like
Hell
organic.
yeah, I'm the exact
and-
same
and
way.
natural.
Yeah, and the actors who portray the characters, they have such a, for example, Chelsea Chicken. Like, we had Chelsea designed a certain way for a long time, and then
Chelsea has gone through the most character changes out of any character in the show.
this is
Wow, really?
Yeah.
this is, oh yeah, We have a little graphic that we can
Oh, you
show
can
you.
pull that up even.
I
I've seen that one. It's so cute.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up here. This will be just for you guys watching the stream. Why not?
A stroll down Chucky Chicken memory lane.
Yeah.
The evolution of Chelsea Chicken.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But with the most recent version of Chelsea, we actually had a request from the voice actress of Chelsea herself to be like, hey, could we implement this to the character? Because this is something that I deal with. I don't know if it's okay. Is it spoiler to talk about it, or?
Well, we've kind of shown her since.
Okay.
I mean,
All
I
right.
don't think it's that much of a spoiler.
Okay. Oops, that's not the right. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Hold on. Let me see here. There we go. All right. Let me just put us. Sorry, bear with me here, folks. Here, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Oh
Nice, he's
God.
old.
There we go. Yeah.
You got it.
Be nice to me. I just. Oh, and Matthew's here too. Hello, Matthew. Here we go. All right. Dang it, that's not the right one.
One of my friends is wondering if you happen to like Mickey Mouse.
No, hate him.
No.
Hate him. Screw that mouse.
Skeletonki is the biggest Mickey Mouse fan I know.
I
would say,
love
like, more
Mickey
than
Mouse. No, I love. Oh, more than me. Oh my God. Then
That's quite a lot.
Holy. Wow. All right. Game on. So yeah. So all the characters started off with this basic, geometric, classic look. Because they were originally inspired by Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and those 1920s cartoons, right? So that's how Chelsea used to look like. No way. I love Michael Mouse. I love Michael Mouse too. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I love Mickey. He's my favorite. So then she was actually named, fun fact for all of you guys watching the stream out there and want to learn, she was originally named Helen Hen. However, okay, I think I've stopped crying. Why were you crying? Oh, okay. Because I said I didn't like Mickey Mouse. I was just joking. I was kidding. So Helen has gone through quite a bit of an evolution. We then gave her, anatomic proportions, put her in color. This was when we were doing the cartoon Foul Play, and we brought her back to her original design, but with the more modern colors. We tried making her a blonde. I hated it. So then we kind of, evolved her a little bit more to make her more South Asian, Middle Eastern, and that kind of took off, and we really liked that direction. Refined her character quite a bit more, inspired, we call this her Princess Jasmine phase, because she really was inspired by Jasmine. Nothing wrong with that. All the way to when we decided to put the film the show in the 1930s, and then I don't play about Charles E. Cheese. Oh yeah, that was one of the reasons why we changed the name from Helen Hen to Chelsea, because I completely spaced out that one of Chuck E. Cheese's friends in the restaurant is named Helen Henny. So I was like, it ain't gonna look good that we got Chucky Chicken and Helen Hen.
My God.
I need to fix something. So I like alliterative names, and I always felt like, because the goal was to not do the whole Mickey and Minnie, Donald and Daisy kind of thing. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just play into it. And we just did Chelsea Chicken, but we spelled it differently. It's actually spelled the Arabic way, which is Chelsai. So a lot of people mispronounce it as Chelsea, but it's actually Chelsea. So there you go. And then and then that's kind of the look that we have for her today. So
why not Chelsea?
what? I okay. I was like, what on earth are you talking about? But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna just lock this layer here. There we go, so I don't move it anymore. But Chelsea that's the characters always change and they evolve. And when we brought on the voice actress who is doing Chelsea now, we went through the lines and she came to me and she said, could we give her a prosthetic arm? Because the girl who plays her, Grishma Shah, does have a prosthetic arm. And we thought that would be really appropriate and just a really cool thing to do for her, to make her different and to make her, just like an original character, and even more of an original character, if that makes sense, right?
Hell yeah.
So let me pull up the art. Y'all getting the exclusive.
Are you guys planning to make something for Disability Month?
Haven't thought about it yet, but if the opportunity comes, then we will. But there we are. I hate how it. Okay. I'll get there.
Almost got it. Almost there.
Come on. Where's the?
No, we can see it.
I know, but it's the border and crap. Hang on. All right. Close enough. Whatever. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Sorry. Bear with me, folks. Image. There you are, you stupid. What are you doing in there? Get out of there. Get out of there too, please. Thank you. All right. Oh, yes, everyone. So here she is. The lovely Chelsea Chicken with her prosthetic arm, and here she is in her casual nightwear, which is awesome.
And she's practically bionic.
She's not bionic. So
Bionic arms haven't been invented yet.
actually, you're right. Bionic arms, correct. Prosthetic arms have been around since the turn of last century, around the 1890s. If I am I correct there, Elias? Because this guy did a lot of research. He's the one who designed the arm as well as all of Chelsea. Elias, are you there? Hello?
I think he's on mute.
Bro dead.
Of course he is. I'm gonna BRB real quick. Need coffee. Fine. Whatever. Anyway. So thank you, Kimberly. We love Chelsea's design too. So characters just, the voice actors play such a huge part in the character that, in some cases we were watching the Nostalgia Critics review of The Great Mouse Detective yesterday. And there was a part where he was talking about how you cannot separate Ratigan from his voice actor, Vincent Price. And that is so monumentally true. Like, you can always think of Vincent Price alone, but when you think of Ratigan, you always have to hear Vincent Price's voice. And there's only two other characters that have that applied to them, and that's the Genie with Robin Williams and Hades with James Woods. You cannot look at you cannot look at those characters. There you are. Anyway.
So I needed.
I read.
Okay.
You can't think Maui from Moana without The Rock's voice.
I can.
Yeah, that's different. Like
you go. Yeah. You explain while I go get pizza.
Okay. First, let me do a little fun fact about Chelsea's arm. I actually went and looked for references of prosthetics in the 1930s, and I found this one arm that the fingers were controlled by this crank so that they could close, and I thought that was really good. I thought it would work well in the show, and so that's what Chelsea's prosthetic is based off of. And going back to the whole voice thing, the difference between Maui and Hades is that Maui doesn't, like, Maui just feels like The Rock playing a character. He doesn't feel like a fully fleshed out character of his own. It's not like when you watch Ratatouille and you listen to Remy and you're like, that's that little blue rat. I don't because like I know he's voiced by some actor, but I'm horrible with names.
Patton Oswalt.
Yes, Patton Oswalt. Like you don't think of Patton Oswalt while you're watching Ratatouille. You're just in the moment in the movie, and that's what I feel like. Ratigan and Hades and the genie, they all do exceptionally well, and even Jack Black in Kung Fu Panda to a certain extent, mainly because I think the character's personality really shines with Jack Black's performance.
Agreed.
But yeah,
I would agree on that too.
that's
You
my
see Rover
opinion.
Dangerfield? That's the worst example.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
I don't find that character.
We,
as,
we,
like,
we, we knew this was gonna come up eventually.
I'll tell you this.
She Rover on my
Specifically Rodney
Dangerfield.
Dangerfield in the dog costume.
Yeah, I think that was like the whole like joke of like making.
It's a love child.
Rodney
Dangerfield was a
dog.
It's like the love child of Rodney Dangerfield and the Basset Hound. That's what that is.
Oh my god, I know.
Even as the eyes. Anyway, no respect to the goat, Rodney, R.I.P. But yeah, so that turned out to be a really cool change for Chelsea, and we all loved it. And if Grishma ever decides not to voice Chelsea, we're gonna feel really silly. But
You know what? I think because I think it adds to her character.
I do too.
No,
And
yeah, it's super nice, super nice.
she's a very sweet, and it's really cool because with Chelsea in particular, she is one of my favorite characters. Not gonna lie, I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, but I definitely also with her in particular, I've always felt. How do I've always felt that. God, how do I just like her. She's just a great character. That's all. She's one of my faves. That's all I'm gonna say about it. So, but yeah, I've always wanted to put, different parts of the world into Featherton because I feel like Featherton should be a place for everybody, right? So, we have Louis who's from Australia, and we got Chu who's from the Far East, and we have all these great characters. We have Anna Lamb who's from the American South, and we have Chucky who's a Midwestern kind of happy dude. And I wanted to do something that was different, and I think bringing Chelsea in to kind of be a South Asian I don't want to say cultural representative. Okay, we're going to say that. All right, that works.
Raised in the U.S., so I mean.
Well, her backstory originally was that she wasn't, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
As she is now.
I want to know more about these guys, as I'm completely new as one Mike Patel, obsessed with these drawings. You know what? I think that'd be a fun idea to kind of go through the characters and introduce people. We've yet to do that on this stream, have we?
We really.
You're 6 episodes in.
We've just been chatting about stuff. Okay.
Yeah, we can go through and talk about some of the characters and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
One thing that I think is really interesting about giving Chelsea a prosthetic is that in the 1930s, there were a lot of people with prosthetics and a lot of people who were in wheelchairs because of the Depression and the war. And it's not really something that you see in a lot of other 1930s based
Very true.
media.
Right.
That is true, yeah.
Because if you had that back then, you were considered,
Don't, Mike.
It's true, though. That's what they thought back in the day.
I guess.
I mean, I'm calling a spade a spade. You know?
Commercials I was looking at for all those prosthetics might argue, but
Okay. Well, I mean, but again, like, that's not my thoughts on it. I'm not saying, oh, that's what people thought back then.
I
Oh.
suppose.
Okay. You suppose what? You think I'm a. Come on.
I wasn't there.
I think you're lying, actually, and this is an elaborate.
I don't know what were you there in the
Fibs
1930s.
galore.
Oh my god, you guys, you're killing me. Oh, all right, let me pull up the cast list for everybody. And can someone look at the comments and see if I've been canceled yet?
No, you're good.
They'll get on it
recently.
immediately.
Yeah.
My Chuck Zona. Here's one. My Chuck Zona is from the USA, but her mother is from California, and her father is from the UK.
Oh.
Yep, they're foxes. That was from Kimberly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool.
We love
Didn't know
Kimberly.
that from the
By the way, we
UK.
love you, Kimberly.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
Kimberly.
Always a pleasure having you around.
Always fun. Indeed. Indeed reading. All right, here we go. All right, so I believe that some of the designs may be a little outdated with this one, but bear with me, folks. It didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Skeleton Donkey says, "I'm going on Twitter as we speak."
No spell. No. The good guys, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I didn't mean it, I swear.
GG done before we
whoever
even started.
made that comment has some experience in theater.
What? I just totally, I think I messed this up, and
Love theater kid.
I don't know what I did, and I'm kind of worried about what I just
Why
did
is
here.
the second
Show
thumbnail for the
me.
live stream here? What's going on?
That's what I did wrong. Hold on.
Yeah.
Walk us through your
And now
thought
the character
process.
designs.
All right, I'm trying to find.
Remember to lock anything that you don't have to move, and then you won't have this issue.
Is this it? That's it. Okay. All right.
This is my favorite part of the stream.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Oh,
All the time.
Michael,
Okay.
It things up. It was so funny.
Mike learns OBS the stream.
Yeah.
Mike has found a way to waste all of our time.
Really?
Okay, dude.
Wow.
Dude,
Okay. He's okay. It's all right. I know he meant no harm. That's one.
That's one.
Runs away.
Hey, here we go. I think I got it. Hopefully. Yes, that's the one. Okay. I should really learn to label these. Please let me.
I literally told you to label things.
Oh boy.
Elias. I know. I'm a bad boy.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
I'm
I
not
won't blame
mad.
them.
I'm just disappointed.
I'm not angry. I'm just terribly, terribly hurt. All right. Oh, no. That's okay. For some reason, I can't.
Like,
Look, I'm trying really hard, okay? It's fine. You know, I'm just going to put it in on top of everybody. I don't care anymore. God, this is the worst I've ever handled a stream since the first time we ever did a stream.
Good job.
well,
Thank
to
you.
be fair, this is your second time hosting, so
This is true.
Like,
usually I'm
Where's
the one
my
hosting
burrito?
the stream. Here's my burrito.
Okay, all right, here we go. All right, we're good. We're going to start right at the middle here.
We
So,
are.
okay, so here's Chucky Chicken, right? We all know who this guy. We just talked about Chelsea before we gave her the prosthetic arm. This is cool. Hi, Bronk. The people, they love me,
Oh!
it's true.
Hi, Squib. Hi, Bronk.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
our friends are here.
Hello,
I
friends.
did them.
Hello, friends. No way, Brody. Okay. I'll let you guys have fun in the comments. We have Chew Chipmunk here. He is our resident fight choreographer and just and he was originally one of the highest paying actors at Tough Cluck Studios back in its heyday.
He was in a lot of action movies. like
Yes.
Kung Fu, karate movies.
Yes. Chelsea,
Alien style for a while there.
right. Let's go.
Wando, etc.
Monk Fu. Anyway, so obviously Chucky Chicken Grew up in the Midwest. He always wanted to be a movie director. That's one of his goals. Big fan of Tommy Turkey growing up as a kid. And, always lived in the town of Featherton, USA. Finally got the opportunity to apply for a job at the studio. Got hired on as, the janitor. Oh, so sad.
That's all we'll give of the plot.
That's all we'll give of the plot. Yes. So you have to watch the pilot to see the rest. We have Chelsea Chicken, who is the daughter of one of the co-founders of Tough Cluck Studios, who also is Tommy Turkey's sister. So she's Tommy's niece. She is the second in command at the studio. She's kind of the production assistant. One of the people who
coordinates a lot of things.
Yes, she hires, fires, all that fun stuff. So she's really one of the big wigs and the apple of Chucky Chicken's eye, but she doesn't know it. So we got Louie Loon here, of course, a favorite character. Very much. He came here when he was a little guy, all the way from the land down under. And he wanted to be in movies, and so he and Chuck got started together as in The Janitor. And for some reason, he became an actor because he just looks good, and he is suave and debonair, and just a lovable, likable guy. But he still helps out with The Janitor and stuff, and set painting and all that stuff.
He does a lot of different odd jobs around the studio, and he gets himself into a lot of trouble too.
Oh, does he ever? Does he ever? And we're going to go this way and talk about this guy. Johnny Jackrabbit. He is the handy rabbit of the studio. If you need a set built, he's the one to build it. And he will also, he's a very irascible rabbit. So he's always up for a fight. He's always, quite the smart aleck. He'll throw a one-liner your way. He unfortunately...
Come on. Who wants a piece of me?
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Very, very, he is a tough rabbit. Funny enough, no, Dylan, it's Donald Duck. Okay. So Johnny actually is the son of the original handyman on Tough Cluck Studios payroll. We'll talk about that later on. And he took over the job from his father, and he just wants to do the best that he can to make his papa proud. So that's Johnny Jackrabbit. And then, of course, we have the main leading lady of the pictures, the beautifully fabulosa Margarita McCaw.
My personal favorite character. I love her.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people really love Margarita, and I can't blame them. I love her design so much. Not because I helped refine this version.
Hailing from Rio de Janeiro, Tommy Turkey actually discovered her when he was on a talent scouting tour, actually on a vacation with his lovely wife, Sylvia. And they went to the Copacabana Club, and they saw Margarita and her band performing. And, of course, they just captivated her and right on the spot signed her to a contract to work at Tough Cluck Studios, where she's been ever since. However, as the years have gone on, poor Margarita has sadly, kind of become disenchanted with the world of movies and magic. But we'll get to that in another episode. We're not going to spoil too much. But just remember her, Margarita McCaw, the Brazilian beauty of Tough Cluck Studios. Scrolling on down this way, we got good old Davy Dog. We don't know a lot about him, so I'm not going to talk much about him.
He's around.
Oh my God, I'm just literally waiting for you to talk about Davy Dog and you skip over him.
Okay, all right. He's a country bumpkin, slow talking, He's got that southern drawl, he's just, we don't know if he's a...
Huckleberry Hound, sort of.
Almost a Huckleberry Hound. He's like Jasper T. Jowls meets Huckleberry Hound. He talks very much like this, and he's got this really, he's kind of like, I love him because he always, in the original cartoons, let's just talk about how we knew him. He actually used to hang out a lot with Freddie Fox. And he was sort of the Brer Bear to Freddie Fox's Brer Fox, where Freddie would come up with these amazing ideas, or I guess the scratch and grounder of the Chucky Chicken universe would be a little bit better. So, he would come, so Freddy would come up with these ideas, and Davey would go, "Oh, that's a stupid idea. I don't think that's going to work." And he'd say, "No, it's going to work. Trust me," And of course, Davey was 100% right, but he was like, I told him it wasn't going to work. He just didn't listen to me. And so he's very, he's kind of like the guy that has the best advice that nobody listens to. He's got the curse of Cassandra. It's what my grandmother says. So he's very wise. He's just there, but he's just watching in the background going,
We'll be giving him more stuff to do in later episodes.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to scroll back down. So another one of my favorite guys, Gorilla Gus. He is the wacky editor of Tough Cluck Studios. His editing room is a literal jungle, but instead of vines, he's got film reels. He swings all over the studio, and he is voiced fantastically by our good buddy Uncle Al, who just brings just this quality, just this amazing performance to him. He's kind of like if the genie from Aladdin and King Louie got together. Just a wild, rambunctious character. Lots of fun. You never know what he's going to be. And thank God he's on the side of good.
If he's the film editor, does he have the knowledge of the transitions, like fade ins and fade outs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
He's got it all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He makes magic with his movies. I see what I did there. This design is a little older, but this is Abraham.
Off-modelness.
Shut. Does somebody else want to say it before I do? Elias, you say it. You're nicer. Shut up.
Say what?
Shut up,
Say
Matthew.
what? No.
Shut up, Matt.
Thank you. Abraham Hogslead, formerly known as Luca Bacon. He is the caterer on the studio staff, voiced amazingly by Some Call Me Johnny. He is a very sophisticated pig. He is, very down to earth, and he just wants a good cup of coffee to get him started in the morning. And go ahead.
He's him and Chucky have a really nice scene in the pilot, and I feel like Abraham is definitely the kind of character that others go to for
advice,
just to talk to, and he's generally pretty wise and gives he's like he's the guy
at the diner. Yeah, he's the guy at the diner who gives you your cup of joe. He's like, "Oh, you look like you're pretty down. Want to talk about it?" He's a keeper of secrets and all that stuff.
What a lad.
I thought you said "Come, commie Johnny." What?
No, he's not a commie. He's just a friendly guy.
Yeah. Anyway, look at that face. Friendly. Anyway, we're moving on down the ride this way. No, we'll go back this way. I don't want to talk about him yet.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly. Now we got sweet little Anna Lamb right here. She comes from the American South. Her full name is Louisiana Lamb, but she likes to just go by Anna because, it's easier for everybody. And she just wants to make sure everyone has a good time. And she, of course, is the seamstress of the studio. Although when she was hired on, she was brought on to be the caterer. And I tell you what, she thought she was doing a good thing with her food, but nobody would get plumb near it. And if they did have a bite, they just faint right on the spot. I thought it was because people liked my cook, and turns out it was bad.
Yeah, the only thing she's good at cooking is cornbread.
Which is true, and that's Chucky's favorite. And speaking of Chucky, Anna and Chucky have a very, very special relationship, the two of them do.
Wait, did you say Chucky?
No, I said Chucky.
Choking.
Don't even the choky chicken from frickin' what was that, from Rocco's Modern Life? Yeah.
Oh, I was not even thinking of that.
Yeah. No, stop it. That Nancy bitch. Anna Lamb and Chucky have this very special relationship where, Chucky gets in his head a lot of times and he overthinks things, as you will see. And when he gets into his head, he freezes. and things just, kind of don't go, he overthinks things constantly. And Anna is one of those special people who can see this and with a little cornbread cupcake help Chucky calm down. So she's very important to Chucky, and I adore that about her.
She's the mom friend to Abraham's
Yes,
dad friend.
exactly. Going on down the line, we have Vero Vixen, who is the stenographer, the secretary to Tommy Turkey. She is very, very cantankerous, very despondent, and she just don't want to be there. She's just kind of mean to people, not like in a, how do I say it? She's very caloric, right?
Yeah, she's not necessarily like, well, there's some characters she's mean to, such as Freddy.
Wink, wink, get me on.
She doesn't like him.
Yeah. She hates foxes.
She is a fox.
I don't know.
But she's very much a dry, sarcastic, kind of doesn't want to go above and beyond her station.
Right.
Like, if there's some things where she'll look at it and she'll go, "That is not my problem."
Yes.
And then she'll just go back to reading her magazine.
Exactly. But she also, she is a writer, but none of them know this. She submits her scripts under the name Wend E. Wolf. And of course, a lot of her cartoons have gotten made over the years, and no one is the wiser. Some people ask, why don't you just go for broke and put your name as the writer? And why don't you just say, hey, I wrote this? Nobody knows, but we may find out. So why do you think Vero doesn't put her name on
Sadie
her
Fang,
scripts?
you're so right. Her default mood is, could you not? That is very true.
She's so real. Yes, absolutely. Speaking of could you so not, we're going to talk about this guy now. Everybody's favorite, the main heavy of the series that you see constantly, the one and only Freddie Fox. Voiced fantastically by Ted Hazard. Oh, I forgot to say who was voicing everyone else, didn't I? I'll get back to it in a bit. But yeah. Freddie Fox, he is just a slime ball if there ever was one. Excuse me. You may have to take over because I feel my pizza coming back up. It's not letting me talk. Go ahead, Elias. You go for it.
Yeah, Freddie Fox is the just penultimate thorn in the studio side. He is hell-bent on taking down the studio, though for reasons we are not fully aware of by the end of the pilot, and
right.
we will be learning more about it through the series.
Right.
But Freddie is always trying to get one up on everyone in the studio, including Tommy Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And his main target is always generally Chucky, because he wants to get Chucky out of his position so that he himself can get more money, because he was the one directing and creating a lot of the cartoons before Chucky came around.
Right.
And he just is the kind of character where
you love to hate him.
He's not really redeemable. Like, he's not really one that we're trying to give much of a heart and soul, because, well, he's just kind of not that kind of character.
No heart, no soul, just pure, like, let's kick him.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we may have a few instances because we don't want to make him just a, a flat character, but...
Yeah, he's more... he has more dimension.
Character.
He has more dimension, but in the pilot, you don't really see that as much. And a lot of his other characteristics are kind of secret as of the end of the pilot. Like,
right.
We don't really know his full motives. And a fun thing about Freddy is that he is completely smitten with Vero Vixen. He is kind of obsessed with her. He really wants to go out with her.
Right.
And she could not care less. She is completely disinterested and is outright hostile towards Freddy because she just does not like him at all.
In fact, there is a bit of an Easter egg regarding those two in the pilot, so I'm very excited to see if people finds them. So that'll be very interesting. We're not going to talk about this guy yet. So we're just going
We
to...
don't talk about Bruno.
No. I wasn't even planning for that, but it worked. Oh my gosh. Cecil Siegel. He is...
Favorite.
This guy,
Yes,
yes.
Cecil Siegel. He is a he's actually an agent and for both stars, and he also helps out with plot locations. He travels all over the world.
Scouting.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. He's the one who sends Chucky and the gang all over the world to meet up with new people and different studios and stuff. Played amazingly and heavily inspired by Chris Provost from Provost Park Pass. We love Provost Park Pass on this channel, and they love us over there. As a matter of fact, they are currently on a worldwide tour at this very moment to go and visit every single Disney theme park on the planet. They are currently in Seoul, South Korea right now. The latest video that they did, they went up on top of the sixth highest building in the world in Seoul. And poor Chris had a bit of a panic attack, so we love him. But so we send our love and thoughts and prayers out to him and his lovely wife Amanda and their adorable son Miles. We wish them luck, and he is, Cecil is 100% Chris. Like, he is absolutely outgoing, full of energy, full of pip. He's just like, Chucky, I got somebody for you. This is great. You're gonna love it. It's absolutely fantastic. He's such a silly little boy. And we love him to death. So that is Cecil, and I can't wait to have him in the cartoons. He is not in the pilot, but he will eventually be in the cartoon. This little bean right here, this is Perry Keat. Yes, enjoy the pun. Enjoy. He is very much, he is the accountant of the studio, and he hates what Chucky, he hates his job because everybody makes it so difficult for him. In the past, Tommy Turkey always was the kind of guy who said, I don't care how much it costs as long as it's good. Now, unfortunately, over the years, due to circumstances that everyone will find out later, they're trying to make cartoons on the cheap. And when Chucky does his best to basically raise the budget and get cartoons, better produced, he's always on the horn saying, you can't do that. Stop it. Not enough. Go
The
ahead.
best way to describe Perry Keat is just the phrase, actually.
Nerd emoji, yes.
Exactly.
Nerd.
Exactly. He is voiced by my very good friend Aaron Barogan, and he actually does say, actually. He loves Perry Keat. There is a running gag in the show that he always has to get hurt in every cartoon that he's in, being thrown out of the office, but you just hear him go, I'm okay. Remember Eugene from Hey Arnold? That is Perry Keat. So,
Actually.
yes. And then we come to the big... Yes.
We hate accountants, don't we?
We hate it so much we don't have one. And it shows. Anyway, we come to the big one. The big guy. We come to the one, the only, Tommy Turkey. The founder of Tough Cluck Studios, the man, the myth, the legend himself, along with two other characters who we have not spoken about.
The Zeus of the studio.
The Zeus of the studio. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. He is the alpha. He is the omega. He is the guy who says yes, no, or get the hell out of my office. He is absolutely a unit. He used to have a good eye for movies, but over the years, as depression and a few other horrible things have set in, his judgment has sorely been kind of skewed. So he lets the directors and the producers kind of make the cartoons, and then he gives them a buy-off. In the very beginning, we'll see that we'll see his reactions to his cartoons, and he's the one who puts into action the plot that leads Chucky to becoming a director. But we will talk more about that later. And he is, I'm not drunk, I promise. I just have gas from pizza and soda. So just bear with me. And he is voiced magnificently by Dr. Eggman himself, Mike Pollock. We love working with Mike. He is a gem and a half.
Mike is such a good guy.
He is a class act all the way. He shares everything on Twitter. So when you see a Chucky Chicken post from Mike Pollock, it's
We didn't tell him to do that.
this is true. He just does it. Yes, we love him for it. He is also working with Ted Hazard on another animated series called Sliced. So we'll leave a link to that for you guys to go and check that out as well. Very different from Chucky Chicken, but it is very fun nonetheless. Should we talk about the last two characters that we haven't mentioned yet?
We can mention them.
Okay.
No.
We don't. I love that, Matthew. Just
Let's save that for later.
All right.
That's fair, yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
But before we move on, let's just go over all the voices of the characters.
Yeah. So, Elias, who voices Chucky Chicken?
Me. No, Mike
Why?
obviously
You.
voices Chucky Chicken.
I do. Hi, folks. Doing a really bad Mickey Mouse impersonation.
Yeah, and I'm just so glad that we dropped the voice modulation for Chucky.
Oh God.
That
Lord.
was probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
Chucky era.
Oh my God. So yeah, if you listen to the voice in the trailer and you go, "Oh, I really like that voice. It's cute." Yeah, don't get used to it. It's not coming back. It's dead. It's never coming back ever.
That's it.
Oh. Chelsea Chicken is voiced beautifully by Grishma Shah. We have Ed Kanoy, who is an amazing radio DJ down in Kauai. He's the voice of Chew Chipmunk. Louie Loon is voiced by Alexander Hanley from Blair X, another great gaming YouTube channel, and he's just an epic voice actor in his own right.
Alex is a great guy.
Yes. Johnny Jackrabbit is voiced by Will Angle, who is one of the narrators from Fast Pass Facts. So be sure to check when you hear his voice on that show.
Cool.
That's Johnny. Margarita McCaw is voiced magnificently sorry, I got distracted by Kimberly's comment. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kim. You're very sweet. The amazing you, Michael Cook. Anyway, the amazing me. No. Stop. Margarita McCaw, voiced by the amazing Miranda Guzman. She just adds something to the character, and it's just really, really special. Uncle Al is the voice of Gorilla Gus. Some Call Me Johnny is the voice of Abraham Hogslead. I almost called him by his original name. I don't want to spoil it. Anna Lamb is voiced amazingly by YouTube singer Chloe DeChozo. So go and check her out. She does a lot of really great stuff. Jenna Birmingham is the voice of Vero Vixen. And we have Ted Hazard as the voice of Freddie Fox. Over on this side, we got Davy Dog, who is voiced by my good buddy Zach Arbogast. We have Chris Provost as the voice of Cecil Siegel. We have Aaron Barogan as the voice of Perry Keat. And Tommy Turkey voiced by Mike Pollock. So there you go. That is the cast of Chucky Chicken Films of a Feather. And as more characters are created and more characters join the fun, we will be sure to introduce them to all of you and let you guys see for yourself.
Yeah, and you'll learn about the other two characters in this lineup as the series progresses.
Yeah, we don't want to give everything.
Information on them is...
Let's just say that they are the other two co-founders of the studio.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to say about it for right now. You don't want to hear my voice of my Chucksona, Rosie. I'm too shy. Oh. Well, didn't you say she was based off of Adriana Casalati, who was the voice of Snow White? I listen. I watched them. So,
Practice makes perfect, you know.
this is true. This is very true. By the way, I do want to give a shout out to some folks who just followed us on Twitter. Seaborg15. Thank you, Seaborg. You're very sweet.
You're welcome. I
And
just saw that I wasn't, so.
yeah, and
I don't think I am. Hold on.
and Bruskel also just became one of our latest followers on Twitter as well. So thank you. That's very,
You
very
were
sweet of you.
following Midmortis, and I wasn't following you. Now I feel bad.
You
Told
should.
you womp to womp.
I kid.
Yeah, and
Want to?
can I just interject real quick?
No. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So there has been a lot of people interested in doing voices for the show. However, we are not currently looking for voice actors at the moment.
Nope.
We probably won't be looking for voice actors until we get into production of other episodes.
Right.
And yeah, that's I'll just put it like
We'll leave it at that. We've also been getting people sending your fan stories and your fan ideas of what you would like to see with the characters. We love you. We thank you for the ideas, but if you send them to us, we
I have
can.
a fan story for you, Mike.
Let me finish. We can't use them. So, it's sort of a legal thing. Unless you are involved as one of the writers on the show, we can't take your ideas. So we apologize. We thank you. If you want to do fan stories and post them, as fan work, go for it. 100%. We love that. We love to hear your stories, but we can't use them in the show. Now, if we do make a story and it is very similar to yours, please know that it is complete coincidence. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But we love you, fans. We love yours. We love the fan art that you give us. We get a lot of it. I love seeing you guys' work. I love seeing what you guys do. You just are absolutely spectacular, absolutely adorable. We love you guys. And please keep it coming. Also, since it is getting close to 7:30, it is 7:13 at the moment. What's this? Here's some fan art you can put in the show. Oh no, if it's from Sabi Thang, I'm a little worried.
Oh.
Oh no, he's our resident prankster. Speaking of which, if you have not done so yet, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We are currently at, do y'all mind if I share where we are numbers wise with like our channel and all that fun stuff?
I mean,
That's
sure.
fine.
Okay, I mean, I haven't done it in a while. We're at 1,655 subscribers, so thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so
Look at
much.
that.
That's very sweet and very kind of you. Thank you for your support. So if you have not done so, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss when we go live and when we do videos. We haven't really posted a whole lot because we are working very, very hard on our trailer, which will be coming out in just a few weeks. As a matter of fact, mark your calendars, folks, because July 28th is Chucky Chicken's 14th birthday this year, which we are very excited. I want a fun way to celebrate, right? I want to do some, like, I think we should have, like, I don't know, a t-shirt or something like that. Wouldn't you agree, guys? A t-shirt
Oh, yeah.
or like a
Yeah.
Be nice.
like a merch. Like, if you had a merch store for Chucky Chicken, would you guys want to, like, is that something you'd be interested in? Like, just throwing it out there. What do you guys think?
I mean, I would like Chucky Chicken stuff. I think we
Hell yeah.
should all get Chucky Chicken crew shirts.
Oh, well, I can't quite do that, but I can say that we have a spring store.
Whoa.
We also have
Okay.
a
Flawless
fourth wall
segue.
store.
We do have a
Oh,
fourth
I
wall
wanted to
store.
Check out that fourth wall thing.
Yes.
Remind me.
This is true. We do. We are on Fourth Wall. We are on Chucky Chicken Cartoons -shop on Fourth Wall. We don't have a whole heck of a lot of stuff up there yet because we just got accepted, but we are on Fourth Wall, which actually, for those of you who are fans of Phil DeFranco, he is one of the main investors as well as one of the big guys in charge of Fourth Wall. So this is kind of a big deal for us. We've been trying to get involved with them for a long time, and now we are. And on Fourth Wall, we have things like buttons. You know what? Let me see if I can just show the browser.
Here, I'll try and get the.
Can you do if I'm controlling the stream, you can't do anything on your end, can you?
No. What's the fourth wall link? Can you
Oh,
send that to me?
I
I'll post it
can.
in chat?
I can. Yes, absolutely. And then here, I'll put it in the mute chat so everybody.
Definitely. We also really want to get Chucky Chicken plushies. In
Oh
the
my
box.
gosh,
We
yes.
Will be once we get some money. That will be the first thing that we do. We would love to do a giveaway for some
Yes.
Chucky Chicken plushes.
Yes, that was the admin. Hold on, I sent the wrong site over. Give me a second.
Oh man, that'll be on the wish list because I love me some plushies.
I love plushies too.
Aw, plushie. I
Me
actually
too.
have a manufacturer I could show to you guys.
Oh.
Oh.
They can make them in bulk. I was gonna do a plushie, and then I changed my mind. I also know somebody who can make pretty cheap enamel pins.
Let's talk. I like this. Wink, wink.
Wink.
Wink. I like this. Okay, here we go. So let me just kind of show you guys here on the stream. This works.
Okay.
Of course, this freaking works. Nabbit.
Baby Chucky.
There we go.
Yeah. So let me put us.
Now the link is working for me. Okay, I'm posting a link to the fourth wall.
Yes.
Shop in the chat.
Yes.
You want to
And
go check it out?
yeah, absolutely. Because we currently have a cool little button set with 4 of our characters. Our very first one. We have an awesome Chucky Chicken T-shirt with the logo in the front and Chucky in the
That
back,
looks nice.
which is cool. I know, right? And then we also have a Chucky sticker sheet with 6 distinct poses of Chucky Chicken doing some fun and, really fun poses designed by our very good friend Tino.
And Tino is also working on a matching set with Chelsea at the moment.
That's right.
Be on the shop soon.
It will be. So,
If you're watching this, we love you.
yes, Tino, we love you. As I'm choking
Talk
up.
with your mouth full.
I'm sorry. I just get so excited. Also, while you're on the page, you are also able to check out our library of videos that we have currently. All of our streams are up there as well, including our epic playthrough of Castle of Illusion, which is still one of my favorite videos that we've done. But yeah, so please
We'll
make.
definitely do another game stream when the trailer is finished.
Yes, so that's their incentive. Like I said last time, as long as we hit quota, then we will, we'll play more games, which I'm okay with. But yes, get your Chucky Chicken swag. We will definitely be doing more with Baby Chucky in the future because everybody loves him.
Baby Chucky.
Yes, I
that-
believe
that-
we would really like
That's
that.
little
not
guy.
Baby Chuck.
Oh.
That's like RPG Chuck.
RPG
Yeah.
Chucky. Yes. So speaking of RPGs,
Yes.
are we going to talk about it yet, Elias, or no?
I mean, we can say that we would like to do it.
Super Mario RPG is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
No, but,
RPG. Oh, my baby Gino in
Definite-
high definition.
Right?
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna be checking that out since I played the Paper Mario games. I know that Super Mario RPG is the seed of that franchise.
Yes.
So I am looking forward to playing that, and I'm going to be playing that religiously.
Yes.
As soon as I get a Switch again.
but yeah, no. I'll say that as production on the pilot continues, we will also be working on a Chucky Chicken platforming game.
Yes.
Inspired by Castle of Illusion.
Yes.
And it's still
It's we're in blue sky with that at the moment.
Yeah,
So
we very much still pre-production with that. I'm still learning the game making process,
and I'm still learning how to make sprites and all that fun stuff. But
Yeah.
it is something we've talked about, and I would love to do a Castle of Illusion style game starring Chucky Chicken. And I think that oh, did I freeze or am I good?
I think
Okay.
you're good.
You're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay. Kim goes, chicken froze. So, but
because you got quiet there for a
oh, I did. Yes, I did. That's right.
Your chicken froze Tyson style.
Ew, no.
I
I'm
assume you mean like Mike Tyson.
I'm Mike Cook, not Mike Tyson. No, Tyson is a. Oh, you're adorable, Elias. No, Tyson is it's a major corporation that distributes meats and chicken is one of their So, Elias is Canadian, ladies and gentlemen. So.
I don't know anything.
So no, don't say that. You know a lot. But anyway.
Art wise.
Yes. So yeah, I did want to say this. Next week we will not be doing a stream. Only because we are in crunch week of our trailer. We do want to spend as much time as we can to get it done for the following week. However, we will be having a release stream party with everybody where we will be showcasing the trailer for the world to see with all of you guys. However, if you want to see it a couple of days early, then head on over to Patreon and make sure that you pledge. And as a matter of fact, now that I have this...
Tyson's cluck out.
Oh my gosh. Sure. make that magic happen. So, as a matter of fact, if you have not done so already, please go and check out our Patreon. We do have some really fun perks. We do have some really cool things that we do exclusively for the patrons. I'm not going to show it here because that would be rude. But we do have, how many? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five little things, right, that you can do. Or, excuse me, 6. Starting from $3 a month if you want, we have different tiers so you can join in and at your price range, whatever you feel like doing. Also, of course, as always, I do plug it because we have it now and why not? Anytime you give us a super chat or anytime that you give us like a super thanks or anything like that, that goes directly back to us to help produce the show. After the trailer is released, I also do have a few things I do want to plug and announce that we are going to do for a couple of people on our team. One of them, of course, being our good friend Animations. She's recently fallen on hard times, so we would like to do a charity stream to help her out. We will be pledging to her GoFundMe account, which I will leave in the. Is it GoFundMe or is it what are they? What is she using?
I think it's Kofi.
Coffee. Yes, sir, coffee. So yeah, so we will send a link over to her coffee, so you guys can commission her or do what you need to to help her out, get her some work so she can she's really in dire straits. I don't want to go into a whole lot of deal about it.
And we love Xana very much. She created the theme song for Chucky Chicken.
Well, she arranged the theme song.
Well,
yeah,
she made the lyrics and she helped it fit all together in that, and she helped us create. Well, she created the other
song. We haven't talked about it yet. We haven't released it yet. Shut up, Elias. Stop it.
Hey, I'm getting people excited. I'm not giving it away, but we have a really fun musical number in the pilot that Xana created.
Yes.
We are entirely indebted to her, and we really want to help her out.
Yeah, so we're going to do a charity for her. Also, we also are in talks of potentially doing a charity for another one of our good buddies, Tino. So there's a couple things that we want to do. We want to give back to folks who have helped us out over the years. Definitely Xana, because holy cow, I don't even want to get into what she's going through. So, but again, just for 1 week. I know we've been really good 6 weeks in a row. We've been streaming, having a lot of fun for you guys, but we got to disappear for 1 week just so we can get this done. But again, for all of the updates on everything going on, that yes, please send your love, your prayers, anything that you can to Xana and to her family and to all of us, because we love them. We want to help out. We love our people. and we genuinely want to do our best to give back.
He asks any idea when the charity stream might be. It will probably be after the trailer. I would assume probably
Mid-August sometime, yeah.
Mid-August, early August. Something
Yeah,
like that.
somewhere around that time. Also, if you are in the Chicagoland area, I'm not going to say official dates yet, but we are still working on it. Keep your eye, if you live in St. Charles, Illinois, keep your eye.
Probably working on it.
You're working on moving out of Chicago?
I'm very confused what just happened there.
Well, okay. But
All
we
right.
are in talks.
Yes, we are in with Ron Onesti over at the Arcada Theater. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it yet because it's been talked about for a couple months now, but now hopefully things will finally be going strong with our cartoon matinee. So if you are in the area, just be sure to keep your ears peeled because there will be some fun stuff heading down your way. So,
And even if you're not in the area, keeping an eye on the Twitter and our other social media is always a good idea in case we have any fun announcements.
Yeah.
Or any events or all that sort of stuff.
right. And before we go, do you lovely ladies want to plug anything before we depart? I know you'll be back for sure. Probably, when we come back next week, the week. But plug
Plug what?
your show.
What we
Oh!
working on, man?
I make a silly little cartoon. It's called Midmortis. It's about ghosts, but I'm pretty sure 85% of the chat already works on it right now.
Hello.
Hi there, crew. We love you.
Thank you for supporting us.
No problem.
Yeah.
Indie creators helping indie creators. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
The community. It's like I'm sitting at the cool kids lunch table and we're all talking about cartoons.
Right, I know.
Such a great, just an amazing, just community and thing that we sort of pilot and pioneer and stuff. It's really nice to see everyone's ideas come together and everyone's
And you guys are so sweet.
and
Aw.
yes,
Aw.
absolute sweetest. Love
Thank you.
guys
I can
forever.
absolutely,
thank you.
Mike, I absolutely know why you've got such a dedicated crew who are more than willing to do all of this stuff for you. I get it. And it helps me understand why my own crew like working on my own show.
Exactly. It's just that
You're
sense
so
of community,
nice.
that sense of creativity, and that just a sweetheart.
You're gonna make me cry. Don't make me cry. I love you guys.
But I don't even remember what it was that got me into the server, but I'm so glad whatever it was did happen, because I love it here. You guys are it's such good vibes.
Well, we love
And it's
having
nice.
you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
In a lot of animation communities, there tends to be a lot of negativity and oh god, the sky's falling all the time. But here it's everything's always chill. It's cool. It's the brighter
Right.
side.
Yeah, I don't let negativity stick around for so long,
And I respect that.
Yeah, I think if we're more... Go ahead, Matthew.
What Bing Crosby said.
Here it comes.
Accentuate the positive.
What do you say?
Accentuate the positive.
Ooh.
Okay.
I do love it.
Link to our stuff in chat. That's the craziest part is that I don't have the YouTube chat open. Hold on.
I posted
I've got
the
Twitter
Midmortis
and
Twitter.
YouTube open, so maybe I can go ahead and find our little account here.
I did
Yeah.
post the Midmortis Twitter in the chat. So
You're
if you
su-
have any personal accounts that you would like to link,
We got a website.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chat.
Got a website, personal accounts,
A
Meg does
store.
the art thing. I do the art thing. I'm pretty much Seaborg everywhere. Seaborg 15, Seaborg. Find me there. I've got a website. I'll go ahead and put it on in here.
Yeah.
So-
And also, if you really like our show and you like what we do, the best thing that you can do, honestly, if you can't monetarily support us, please share this with all of your friends and all of your family. Let them know what we're up to. Send them this live stream, because honestly, this has been the first time that we've actually spoke about the show on the stream. I'm kind of mad at myself for that. I'm not gonna lie. But we definitely will be doing more. I am extraordinary. We put the pilot, we put the trailer together last night, kind of the rough of what we're working on. And it's, to quote the Crunk meme, oh yeah, it's all coming together. And it's just, we're really excited. So, and I think you two have seen it, right? Meng and Seaborg, you've seen the trailer rough?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What do you guys think of it?
Yes.
It's my favorite scene has to be, I don't know who animated it, but the one where Chelsea's holding his face.
No, yes, absolutely. I have to absolutely
The
agree.
expression is gorgeous on that one,
expression is
and it's
gorgeous.
cool that the background I colored is the thumbnail.
Yeah. I really love your guys' team and how skilled you guys are. Absolute inspiration. Like me, I'm a storyboard artist. I don't animate like a lot, but like seeing it is always super duper inspiring. So,
Aww.
like, yeah.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. And by the way, the animator of that particular scene was the amazing P.T. Yindi, who actually did a lot of stuff on the Cuphead DLC, the Delicious Last Course.
Wow.
He guessed it. Yes, he guest animated for us.
I was close friends with him.
Yes. Well, anyway, we are hitting 7:32, so so we are going to have to call it quits for today. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us and for watching our stream. I want to pose this question real quick before we go. Should we also do a stream on Twitch, or do you think us doing it on YouTube is just okay and just fine? Because if you want us to do something on
YouTube is nice.
I do too. It's easier for me to do it on YouTube, but I know Twitch is kind of the streaming place. But I figured I'd ask.
I don't know. YouTube is kind of giving it a run for its money at the moment, really.
Fair enough. So, well, so we'll stay here, but just those thoughts are in the back of my mind. Let us know in the comments down below. What would you guys like? Oh, it's not going to be a week off. We are going to be working our butts off. But yeah, a week off of streaming for sure. But we will miss you guys, and we'll be back on the 27th. So.
There's gonna be a lot of crunch.
Right
There's
before
gonna
the
be crunch
trailer.
time next week.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So we'll be back the 27th, and maybe if you're really good, we may do a very super special secret stream where you can see the trailer early. Ooh, who knows? If I know how to make that happen, maybe
I can help you figure that out.
Okay, then there we go. Even more reason to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us everywhere. Because who knows, you just may be invited to the super secret stream. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. You guys are wonderful as always. From all of us here at Tough Cluck Studios, Featherton, USA, Midmortis, and beyond. Thank you for watching. We love you all, and say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Au revoir.
Bye.
So long. We'll see you real soon.